Hey guys, it's Malia and welcome back to my channel. Today we have the lovely ASAPMARISSA. You feel me? Her Instagram, everything will be right here.
In.
Yeah. And today we have Sushi and we're gonna give y'all some girl chat.
Get into it.
Alright, so to start, how did we meet?
How do we meet?
We went to the same junior
I saw her
college.
walking across campus.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, let me tell you. I saw her. I'm with my friend. I just see her walking by and I'm like, that's a woman. Like, just amazed by how pretty she was. And I told my friend, I'm like, oh my gosh. And we were just like, wow, she's the prettiest ever, literally. And then, did I follow you or you followed me?
I don't know who followed who, but I DM'd you.
We found each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She found me.
I found her on Instagram, I think, and I DM'd her. But like, I saw her on campus. I had 0 friends. And there was a lot of guys that would like follow girls around at our school. So I was always just like, eyes on the prize, get to class and leave. But I'd see her with so many friends and I'd want to like say hi, but I was like, she has so many friends, I'm embarrassed.
I'm shy.
And so I think I hit her up on Instagram just to be like, this is a little more private.
Yeah. You DM me.
But that's how we met. All right, that was the backstory, folks.
Yeah.
Now into the real mushy gushy. How do you remain confident in a world with so many beauty standards and like fake bodies and
Oh my gosh.
plastic surgery?
You know what I always think? You're comparing yourself to girls who don't even look like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even what they look like. Either they've had BBL or, whatever type of work done. They don't even look like that. So why are you comparing yourself to their unrealistic standard when that's not even them? Plus, you scroll down Instagram, a lot of it is Photoshop.
Yeah, a lot of it's
So
Photoshop.
it's like, why am I going to compare myself to girls who had to go and get something done too?
You're comparing yourself to money.
Exactly. So it's like, there's no comparing.
Y'all
because
seen
we're
Kylie
all
Jenner's-
different.
Kylie Jenner's before and after pictures. That's money.
We've seen that, yeah.
I don't like how a lot of celebrities act like it's working out. Like, I understand you work out to maintain it, but that's not how you got it.
Exactly. I hate that. That's like a pet peeve probably. I'm like, no. We know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
And
We're
like
not done.
the perfect waists and flawless skin. Like, sis, the lighting wasn't that good.
We see you, boo.
Oh, and this is our guest star too. This is Cow.
Cow, get down, please.
She said, I like sushi.
There's a cobweb on her face.
I like sushi.
You're a little dirty girl. Get out. Bro.
She said, I know how to get to it.
That's so true. And how? No. Hey!
She said it right back.
And another thing. Lost my train. And another thing. You just can't compare yourself because, yes, Photoshop, people have their bodies done, and everybody's so unique and different. It's like, why would you want to look like that anyways? It's an unrealistic body standard that we have set upon ourselves because of none other men.
And I think, like,
Why would you want to?
it's so different. Like, when you have a nice body from working out, is such a different body than a BBL.
Yes.
A BBL is literally an ant butt.
And even if I had the money to get a BBL, I wouldn't do it. Never.
I'm not even gonna lie. The only plastic surgery that I've thought about was a boob job.
Boobies?
Yeah. I think that's very,
But
like,
you're not reconstructing your whole body shape.
Yeah.
You're literally just saying,
adding some boobs.
let's get some boobs.
And that's been a thing for, like, a long time. Like, the BBL, I think it's a very, in the now, like, it's a trend.
New.
Like, it's gonna go away. It's gonna be something else later.
It's new. And body standards are always changing.
Mm-hmm.
What's in? That's the truth.
If you look at an episode of Friends, all the bodies are, like, super skinny.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the ideal beauty then.
Yeah.
And now it's the Kardashians and Cardi B.
And take the whole Khloe Kardashian photo scandal.
Oh my
For
gosh,
example.
let's talk about that.
She looked so perfectly fine in that photo. I mean,
Like, why
snatched.
did she want it taken down?
100% snatched.
You had a baby. You look great.
And instead of being like,
Owning it.
yeah, let me embrace my flaws. I do have cellulite. I do, have
Bad
certain
angles.
Exactly. We all do. she was like, this is my body, this is my real body. And like, no, girl, we didn't want to hear that.
You can literally see, like, she still does have a great body.
Yeah.
But just say you bought it.
But you can tell.
But you also see in her neck the sucking in.
Yeah.
And we get that that's how
We're
you
all
want to
trying
pose.
to find an angle.
Yeah. But just admit to both bodies, because they're both your body and they're both beautiful. Period.
Slow clap.
They didn't give me a spoon.
Boo.
But have you thought of any other plastic surgery?
I've always wanted to get a nose job, but then I feel like if I do that, my whole face will change, and like this is my face at the end of the day. And my nose comes from like so many like
History.
cool, ethnicities and backgrounds, and like everything that like my ancestors just, I just have so much history, literally. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep it. So that's why I decided. And then I would also think about a boob job, but then I'm like, no, because I think by the time I have kids, and
It'll fill itself out.
I think they will, and if not, we can just bring them up here,
Yeah.
call it a day, a mommy makeover, and then I'd be cool. But
Strap
I
'em
think
up.
that's the only thing. I know when like people were hating on hip dips for a while, I was like, we should fill them.
Yeah.
But it's like, why? Just because somebody said something isn't cute, it's not cute? Who told you that?
Period.
Like, no. So I was like, no. So it doesn't bother me anymore. But at one point, I was like, why don't I look like Kim K? Because she don't even look like Kim K, baby.
I thought it was, I don't know the right word for it, but I respected Kylie when she dissolved her lips to say that she didn't want Stormy to see one thing and think that that's how she was gonna look. And like, I think about that too, like, my mom got some titties on her, and I always thought my whole life, I'm like, they're coming, they're gonna come in. And then I was like, they're not coming. But
they
like,
may not be coming.
I don't want my daughter in the future to be like, oh, my mom didn't like her body, but like, that's the body I'm gonna have because I got it from her.
Exactly.
Which that's not how my mom made me feel, but it was just like,
Shout out to your mom. Yeah.
That's how, when Kylie said that, I was like, oh, you know what? That's kind of true.
That's a good point, because she's setting an example for her daughter.
Her daughter thinks that she's gonna have a perfect body.
Yeah, and it's so hard because I'm really in the middle. Like, I feel like embrace, your insecurities, like, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, well, if you want to fix something, then who am I to say you can't?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you're only perpetuating the beauty standard and making it worse. Whether you know it or not, you are. But at the end of the day, everybody's free to do what they want with their bodies. Judgment-free zones, obviously.
I think you can't do it for anybody else. You have to do it for yourself. And you shouldn't do it to find self-love. You have to have the self-love and then decide, this is something I want to do for myself. But don't do it for acceptance from other people or to get a better Instagram picture, because that's not it.
Because you're never going to be happy like that.
No.
It's like what they say about money. Like, money doesn't make you happy either. A lot of rich people are so depressed. So?
It's like you have money, or you have real people in your life, or you have, like, there's always ors.
Yeah,
You don't get it all.
Just because you think you're going to get that perfect body doesn't mean that's going to make you happy. Like you think it might. That's what I had to learn.
We are tearing this up. We are hungry.
Oh my.
Okay. Do you find it hard to balance everything you do between school, your job, working, modeling, social media, a boyfriend, friends, working out?
Yes.
How do you balance?
100%. But then if I feel overwhelmed, I'm like, I'll just lay in bed all day.
Take a day for yourself.
With a to-do list, I'm like, we don't have to look at that. We're just going to lay in bed all day. And I'm like, I'm, bored. But it's just like, I just need that time to like recharge.
Get your mind right again.
Because if not, I get so overwhelmed. And I'm not good at under pressure or like in overwhelming situations. I go into like, I stress, overdrive mode, So if I find myself like getting there, I just have to be like, let's take some time, take a day. Joe always understands. School's always going to be there. It's not a race. Work, you got to make your money, stay on top of things. But it's like, you're the most important. If you're not functioning, none of the other stuff is going to function.
Yeah, you have to take
That's
yourself
always
first.
what I have to think about. Like, if I'm not feeling good, nothing's going to work.
Everything's
Modeling,
going to fall off.
Yeah, school. So I think it's important. You got to be like, it's about me today.
Yeah, I definitely try to have like one day out of the week, which it's my day to get my stuff done for me, or sit in my bed with a face mask on and chill.
Yes.
That's really important. How did your boyfriend, like, how have you guys worked out you doing social media and everything? How did that go? Was it a one talk? Was it multiple talks? Was it he understood from the beginning?
When we met, so I was 15, and I had a social media presence, but not like crazy. But I was like posting on it and stuff. So he kind of like got involved with me while I was.
So it wasn't a surprise.
So he kind of was like, well, this is who you are, this is what you do. He knew I did modeling and music videos and all this stuff. So he was kind of like, I either have to accept it or find a girl that doesn't do that I can be comfortable with. But instead, he was like, let's see how this works. And, you know, it's hard, I think, as a transition, especially for a man, because they like to have control. And, you know, they get insecure too, just like women. But I always try to put him first, like, make him feel comfortable with what I'm doing, what I'm posting, who I'm talking to, music videos, you know, work stuff. That way it's like never an issue, and like I handle my business and you're okay with it, and vice versa, you know?
Do you keep him updated? Like, do you run stuff by him first before you do it? Or it's kind of like, I got this opportunity, I'm going to take it, hope you back me up?
I just feel like he knows who I am and that I wouldn't do something that is inappropriate or disrespectful of our relationship. So whether that's a music video, you know, a photo shoot, like I have my own boundaries for myself and my relationship, and like we've discussed those, so I feel like I wouldn't go over that. So I don't want to like run it by him like a dad, you know, because then I feel like, oh, this is what I'm doing, is this okay? Like, no, like it's fine because I'm not going to do X, Y, Z, and then push it from there. So it's like you guys both have to be on the same page, because if not, it creates tension.
Was it scary, like, since he's a little bit older than you, like when he went to college and everything, like that gap? Because that's kind of like equivalent, right? Like a world that is a little different. Yeah. There might be new girls that you don't know.
I was nervous, but I also felt like if something were to happen, then we're just not meant to be, right? And when he did go to college, we broke up for like a month.
Needed that time to reevaluate, think.
He couldn't really balance like work, school, girlfriend, and he was playing baseball at the time. And I just turned like 16, so I was like, why don't you have time for me?
Yeah.
So we broke up, and then eventually he was like, you know what, like, I want to be with you, like, let's make this work.
You are someone that I want in my life.
And he's like, I'm gonna do better to make time for you. And after that, we were pretty good, and he had his fair share of like making girlfriends in class. And like just he had a lot of girlfriends from high school that went to his college, and so like they would link up. And at first I was like, whoa. But then after a while, it's like you're comfortable, you like them, they like you, and it's like a little vibe. And we both are friendly, so we make friends wherever we go. So it's kind of like, what are you gonna do?
Did you know all of them, like the girlfriends?
Yeah, there wasn't one that I was like, who's she? It's like he's like, oh, I met her and this guy today, and it's like a rundown, you know? It makes me feel included.
So plus, nothing's a surprise.
Exactly.
Nothing's a shocker.
I don't want to be surprised. Plus, I want to feel included in your day, because these girls are getting more attention than me.
Because they get to see you every day.
Class with them every day. And I'm all the way over here, and I don't see you every day. So that's where I was coming from with it. Because I am nosy too. So not just like jealous, but I'm nosy. I'm like, I want to know.
Yeah.
So that's where I came from.
When I ask you your day,
it's better.
How your day went, I don't want to hear good. I want the details.
Let me know. Exactly.
If you don't mind me asking, was there like any, like your biggest fight? Like, how do you guys overcome them? Not necessarily what the fight was about, but like, how do you get past it?
Let me think hard. When we first started dating, we fought a lot, but now we don't really fight. But at first, I think you're learning each other, what you like, what you don't like. So yeah, we would fight over dumb stuff.
And the different communication styles.
Yeah, because I'm like, let's talk about it, and he's like, I'm good. It's fine.
No, we're gonna talk.
We're gonna talk about it. So just, I know it's corny, but communication, but right communication, not just like, I'm right. Even if I'm right and he's wrong, I'm still like, hey, I'm sorry I made you feel this way, but this is where I was coming from.
It's so like everyone has
stuff
understanding
like that that makes the conversation go so much better than just being like, this is what you did and I'm mad.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Because I do dumb stuff too, and he's like,
are you one to, like, when you get in a fight and, like, emotions are high and everything, are you one to want to talk right away, or do you need some time, like, before you want to talk?
Usually
I'm ready to talk, yeah.
If I wait, then I'm like, what are you doing?
If I sit on it too long, then I've created answers in my head for him.
Yep, and you can't do that.
I want to talk right away.
Open, honest, and if somebody bothers me immediately, I'm like, wait, I didn't like that. Mm-hmm. Or when you did this, it made me feel like this. Immediately. And that's something I think he needed to learn, because he wasn't like that. Most men aren't like that, though. But now if I do something, he's like, wait. And sometimes I have to get out of it. I'm mature. Like, you're mad. Just let me know and let's talk about it. And he's like, okay. So it, like, takes time. But I think once they
I don't want you to just catch an attitude with me. I want you to communicate what the problem was.
And half the time, that is what happens.
So I don't repeat it.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to repeat it. We really don't. We don't want to fight.
Yeah.
We don't want to argue. That's wrong.
I feel like some arguments, nothing's going to change overnight, right? So, like, there's some arguments that might take 1 or 2, 3 fights to, like, really understand and, like, improve. But then sometimes it's like, okay, like, I'm not going to keep fighting with you over cheating. Certain things, obviously, are different. But
a one-time deal.
Yeah. But some things, it's like someone needs some time. But it's also, like, how much time is too long? Like, okay, we keep having the same conversation. We're not getting anywhere. Is this a priority to fix for you? Because I need it to be fixed to stick around.
Oh, and you're not his mom either. I shouldn't have to tell you more than, 2 times max. What I expect from you.
A lot of people say you have to teach men. And I'm like, no.
I want to do better.
I want you to do better because you want to do better for me. I shouldn't have to teach you everything. I get the little things or whatever, but, like, I shouldn't have to hold your hand and guide you through being a boyfriend. If you wanted to be a boyfriend, you thought you were ready now, like, let's do this
That's
thing.
what I say. It's like, I'll set expectations for you. This is what I expect from you. What I don't want.
What I don't want.
And then you go from there. And you show me your true colors, how you really feel about me, how you're going to treat me. But not everybody can read your mind, too. So you always have to think, well, did I let him know this is what I want? And then if the next time he doesn't do that and you already let him know, peace. Because men don't change.
They don't.
They really don't. And you shouldn't have to change them or want to change them or try. They're their own person. So if they're not loving you the way you need to be loved and you've expressed it at least once, girl, bye.
What are some things, like, you really look for, and what are things, like, that are, like, deal breakers? Like, are you like, I want to be shown off on social media, I want surprise dates, I want gifts?
Yeah.
Like, what's your love language?
My love language is acts of service.
Okay.
So it's like,
go off.
It's more basic. I feel like if, like, the other day, my bed was broken, so it needed to be, like, redone. And he's like, I'll do it.
You're like,
and he did it, and I was like, or like, oh, I left this in my car, so I'll grab it. He gets it. Like, little stuff like that, I'm like, yes. But that's just my love language, you know? And I feel like that also comes in, though, with social media and being posted. And I feel like if you have a girlfriend, you should post her at least once. Let them know you have a girlfriend. And then if you don't use social media, that's fine. But I feel like if you're posting other things, why don't you post your girlfriend? You're shady. Period.
If you post every time you go out with the guys, every time
exactly.
Like, wait.
Yeah, and so my thing was, like, I do, you know, social media. So it's like, I'm going to post if I want to post. And from him, all I expected was, you post, let everybody know you have a girlfriend. And if you never want to post me again, okay. But it is very, like, makes you feel good.
Yeah.
You know, when they do.
It's like, you're proud to show me off. I like that energy.
Wow, I'm cute. You love me. You're posting me. So I think it's important, but some girls don't care. And that's fine, too, I guess. Every relationship is different. Well,
I think it's important to be posted because I just want to know that you think I'm something to show off. You're proud to have me. But that's, again, if you use social media.
Yeah.
If you don't, you get a little bit more of a pass, but I still expect to be somewhere on it.
A lot of people are like, oh, my boyfriend doesn't post. Does he have an Instagram? Then he should post you. Period.
If he's liking other girls' pictures,
period,
he should be posting you.
If he doesn't have one, I understand. He doesn't need to make one to post you. But if he has one, girl, read into it. because that might not be it.
Some of these little guys trying to get away from me.
What's the correct amount of time to wait before posting your boo?
That's good because as soon as you do, you're kind of locked in.
Good one.
I've been one to do it kind of fast.
Me too. I'm like, me.
Because I fall in love so fast. Like, I don't, not fall in love so
But
fast,
like,
but like, I catch feelings and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm happy. I'm on cloud 9. I want to show you off.
Good
And it's
point.
like, oh, wait, what happened?
Wait, everybody knows.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everyone's now in your business. Everyone wants explanations.
Who's this?
Yeah, a lot. I would say, like, once you're comfortable with each other and know that this is, like, you've talked about where you want it to go, so that you're not feeling foolish if you think it's one thing and it's not.
Exactly. You know you're for sure dating. And
There's
you
no
want
one
a
else on the table.
Long-term date.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Exactly. I think the day Joe asked me to be his girlfriend, I posted.
Yeah.
I was like, me.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Oh wait, was it? Everybody was like, oh great. But like most of my friends already knew, but everybody else was like, who's this? But I was so excited too. Like, yeah, you just get like, oh my God.
I had posted a TikTok with my boyfriend before he was my boyfriend, but it's like, okay, we were also just friends. Like, we were just having a good time. But immediately that leads to like, oh, what are you guys? The whole world be like, what are you guys? What are you guys? But I was like, we'll see how it goes.
People are nosy too, so it's hard to be private when you're public.
And then, like, not gonna lie, this is kind of like a sticky situation, but like when you're trying to grow your platform for a hot girl, it can kind of hurt you because certain people won't follow you because you have a boyfriend, and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna not post you because of them, but then if my goal is to do social media, it's like, it is kind of harmful.
That's true.
I joke with my boyfriend all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, I posted you and I lost 10 followers. But it's just a joke because it's like, I'm gonna keep posting you.
Or
That's
like
not
the selfies that you post, you get like tons of likes. And the pictures with him, it's like, none.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm like,
all right,
well.
so y'all aren't here to love. Y'all.
But you know what? I have more girl followers than guy followers. So
Yeah.
I feel like it evens out at the end of the day. I'm like, I don't want creepy men following me.
Anyways,
just go for it. Don't follow me.
Oh my God, Cal's having the time of her life.
Oh, she has the zoomies right now.
Okay, what advice would you give to the 15-year-old, like your 15-year-old self? Like, what have you been through that's like, all right, I wish I would have known this?
That's a good one.
It's kind of like
After this
cliche.
bite?
Yeah, she got you. I didn't even think about this answer for myself.
15. I was cute. I was super little.
I would tell myself to not give the world to someone who's not giving you their world. Because there's been a lot of times, friendships, relationships, whatever it is, I put so much into it because I genuinely care about that.
It's not reciprocated.
I'm a good person. I have good intentions. My heart is pure. And I'm not always, because I have those good intentions, I expect them to. And they just don't. And that's okay. But it doesn't mean they deserve all of you.
But
or
it's not for you.
Yeah. They don't deserve you doing all the extras. I was big on doing all the extras.
Oh, yeah. The little gifts and...
I'll show up for my friends
I'll
on their
pay.
birthday, balloons, all the stuff. And then I show up on my birthday and I'm like, you guys forgot?
I actually didn't bring a gift, but I'm here to party.
Yeah.
Thanks. You could even brought a bottle.
Yeah.
Like, no. I agree with that. Like, wherever you feel the energy is reciprocated, go there. And a lot of times it wasn't. And even like friendships I've had, like long-term friendships, I've had to be like, this isn't working anymore because I think, especially since we're so nice, we take it, and then at some point it's like, okay, I'm kind of tired of not feeling the reciprocated love, energy, whatever it is. And then that's that. But it takes me a long time to get there.
Yeah.
Too long. So I think now my mindset is different. And if I were to tell my 15-year-old self, I'd be like, girl, don't. Because people don't change either. So go where you're wanted and loved and you feel that. And when you know, you know. Like the friends I have right now, when I met them, I was like, this is the friends that I needed.
The energy you wanted to be around.
Yes,
all
like
of it.
you just know, like the reciprocation is there of like love and energy and friendship, and like the vibes are right. And even with Joe, when I met Joe, I was like, wow, like, he's meeting me, like, where I need to be met, too, as a man, and that's hard. So that's just something I had to go through with boyfriends and friends, especially being so young, 15.
And my boyfriend now, like, that is probably
can
what
tell.
was, that was probably what locked the deal in. It was like, what I'm doing for you, you're doing for me, and you're even doing some more. Like, I've never had that. I've never had someone say, where do you want to go eat? What movie do you want to watch? Like, the little things. I'm talking the little things and the big things.
I mean,
like,
the bar's so low for them, huh?
Yeah.
Like, hello?
He spoils me so much, and just, like, my last relationship, spilling a little tea, like, I would literally see him once a week, and I'd say, like, hey, like, some nights can we FaceTime to, like, catch up on, like, what the day was like.
That's so important.
Right? No. He didn't like FaceTiming. He'd FaceTime all of his other friends.
But not you.
But he was like, no, I feel like we should just wait until we see each other so we have more to talk about. Next week, like...
Yeah, I'm going to remember my Monday through Friday when I see you.
And I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, all I ever wanted was a FaceTime call. It's all I've ever asked was a FaceTime call, and you can't make that happen. And now me and my boyfriend, like, without anything being said, we fall asleep on FaceTime together. We talk all day. Like, we talk while we're driving and stuff. Like,
it's natural.
I didn't have to
just
say
like, call.
anything.
Hey, what do you
Yeah. It was amazing.
I'm going here right now. It's such a different, like, energy, and you can tell. And I told her when I saw her with this man for the first time on my TikTok page, I didn't know if they were dating or what. Friends. I think you guys were friends at the time, probably. I was like, this is it. The energy that they matched each other so well. And you can tell, like, it was a genuine connection, whether it's friendship or turning into something more. It was genuine. And I told her, I was like, dude, who is this man?
And everyone has said that. And I think it is important to sometimes listen to the outside world.
Yeah, because you get in our heads, too.
Yeah. Don't let it get in your head and ruin anything for you. But, like, love is blind. And so sometimes you don't see what's right in front of you. And it's like, if you're talking to all your friends, which I don't really recommend talking to all your friends about all your problems.
Just your favorite.
Yeah, just go to one, because you don't need every eye in your relationship. But, like, I lost my train of thought. What was I going with that?
Advice?
Yeah, sometimes they'll see what you can't see. So it's like those toxic relationships, sometimes you're staying in them because you only see what you see. And you're not listening to the person that said, oh my God, sis, like, are you okay?
And the red flags be...
Yeah, they'd be all over the place. And you're just ignoring them.
That's important, too.
Yeah.
Don't listen to a lot, everybody about your relationship. And I'm always a fan that people come to because I've been with Joe for such a long time. They're like, help me out. And I'm like, I got you.
But then it's, like, hard to, like, where do you go? Yeah.
Nowhere. Because I don't want my friends' advice.
Yeah.
They'd be out here saying some stuff, and I'm like, girl, why would you say that? No. So sometimes it's hard, yeah. You got to find that balance, I think.
But I know, like, when you said that about, like, our energy matching, I was like, oh my God, so it's not just me who feels it or sees it. My mom said the same thing, my sister.
Obvious.
I'm like, okay, like, because I was so nervous. I had just gotten out of another relationship.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to be single. I need to live my life. I don't know. People are going to look at me weird. Like, but
Too soon.
Yeah, but it's like, no one else can dictate your life. You have to do it for yourself. If I would have said, like, oh, I don't want to be with him right now because I just got out of a relationship, I might have blocked a person that was meant to be in my life. And everything's a learning experience, so sometimes you got to just take it and make your own decisions.
Make it roll, yeah.
See what happens. I'm very happy right now.
We love that for you.
But I'm full.
I got one piece left. It's looking at me.
I got 3.
I'm looking at her.
I was challenged. I was so hungry. But we did a podcast over on her channel. So I'll have everything down below on the screen everywhere. You won't miss it. Go check us out. This time I kind of asked her questions. On her podcast, she kind of asked me questions. So you get to see the 2 different perspectives. So go check it out. And I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff.
Don't forget to eat dinner today, too.
Yeah.
Something
and treat
like
yourself.
This, maybe.
Treat yourself.
Go off. Yeah.
Love y'all. Bye.